The purpose of this video is to show you the methods we use in nursery to teach verbally and practically counting in steps or groups. Our learning objective for this session is for the children to show an interest in number problems. The key vocabulary used when teaching counting in groups are groups of, lots of, and count. Number 1. Verbally counting in steps by singing songs. We use a variety of number rhymes in nursery to do this. For example, 1, 2, knock on my shoe, 3, 4, knock on the door. Number 2. Practically counting in groups without a number sentence. As before, we use steps to learning to ensure we are teaching new methods in the correct order. We would first encourage the children to count carefully, counting the objects all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would then make groups of 4 with 2 objects in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would then say the total, 8, and checking as we do so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Moving on from verbally and practically counting in steps or groups to counting and using pictorial representations, our learning objective will be to solve problems, including doubling. In terms of new learning, pupils will be introduced to a multiplication number sentence and also the symbol for multiply or times. As always, we will carefully be following our steps to learning in order to achieve this. There are 4 steps to achieving this. Step 1, chanting or counting in steps. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Pupils will be taught to count in steps of 2 and 10. Step 2, practically counting in groups. Children will be taught to group objects into sets of 2 in order to calculate doubling problems. Following our steps to learning. Step 1, count into sets of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pupils can group objects such as cubes or counters. Step 2, count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8. Step 3, say and record your total. 2 times 4 equals 8. And our final step, as always, check your answer. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 times 4 equals 8. Step 3, drawing using arrays. An array is a method of arranging items in rows or columns. So to show 2 times 4, we would draw 2 shapes in a row and 4 shapes in a line. And we would count them all together to find the total amount. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 times 4 equals 8. And finally, step 4, pupils will be taught to draw steps of 2 in symbols to calculate doubling or 2 times tables. Once again, 2 times 4 would be represented by 4 sets with 2 drawings in each. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Moving on from this, pupils will be taught to multiply using repeated addition.
We teach 3 methods of multiplication in Year 1. These involve multiplying using repeated addition or using a number line. To begin, we start by using repeated addition. Children are given a simple number sentence, for example, 10 multiplied by 3. Our first step is to decide how many multiples or how many groups we need to write. So we need to write 3 groups of 10. So we've got 3 groups of 10, 1, 2 and 3. We then count in the pattern to find our answer. So 10, 20, 30. So 10 multiplied by 3 equals 30. Today I'll be modelling our second method. Our learning objective is to be able to solve multiplication using repeated addition and a number line. I'm going to be modelling a guided number line for you today. Our number sentence is 4 multiplied by 10. As always, we'll be following our steps to learning to help us find the answer. Our first step is to write 0 at the start of the line. Our second step is to use our first number and draw the number of hops. So I'm going to draw 4 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4. We then use our second number to fill in our number line. So we're going to write our groups of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. We then look at the last number for the answer. So our answer is 40. So 4 multiplied by 10 equals 40. Our last step is to double check our answer. So we've started by writing 0 at the start of the line. Using our first number, we've drawn 4 hops, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then with the second number, we filled in our pattern by writing our groups of 10. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. We've then looked at the last number for our answer. So our answer is 40, and we've double checked it. Once the children are secure with this method, we can then move on to drawing our own number line to help us find the answer.
Hello, let's have a look at the learning objective. To show that multiplication can be done in any order and to solve problems involving multiplication using mental maths and multiplication facts. In Year 2 we start by chanting to multiply mentally and to use commutativity. We move on to multiply using a number line. Let's have a look at the steps to learning. Read the calculation. 4 multiplied by 6. Before we start drawing on the number line, we need to check how many is in a group. For this example, we have groups of 4. Draw a group on the number line. This is a group of 4. Now we need to check how many groups to draw. For this example, we need 6 groups. 6 groups of 4. Now we need to draw this amount of groups. 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4, 4 groups of 4, 5 groups of 4, 6 groups of 4. The answer is 24. Now we need to check our answer. 4 multiplied by 6. We need groups of 4 6 times. The answer is 24. In Year 2 we move on to partitioning in multiplication.